of the inside of a mandolin or a fiddle or a guitar.
Roy Clark looked like a man who had everything under control, a natural entertainer who could move from guitar to banjo to fiddle without missing a beat, making it all seem effortless. But behind that easy charm was a life shaped by pressure, quiet struggles, deep love, and moments that never reached the public eye. And understanding that side of him gives a much richer picture of who he truly was and why his legacy still matters today. Born on April 15, 1933 in Meherrin, Virginia, Roy grew up surrounded by music during a time when life itself was uncertain. His family moved often during the Great Depression as his father searched for work, eventually settling in Washington, D.C. And through all those changes, music remained constant. His father played multiple instruments and his mother played piano, and by the time Roy was a teenager, he had already developed a deep connection to sound, starting with a homemade instrument and quickly mastering guitar, banjo, and mandolin. But even with all that talent, he was a shy boy who often felt out of place, especially when others mocked the kind of music he loved. To cope with that isolation, Roy turned to humor, using jokes to hide his nervousness and fit in, something that later became a defining part of his stage presence. But long before the laughter, there was a quiet determination. He practiced constantly, learned from local musicians, and pushed himself to improve, winning national banjo championships as a teenager and stepping into professional work at just 15, earning only $2 for his first performance. Yet that small moment marked the beginning of something much bigger. His early career was not smooth. He faced setbacks, including being fired by Jimmy Dean for showing up late, a moment that could have ended everything but instead pushed him forward. He kept moving, playing wherever he could, touring with artists, performing on television, and slowly building a reputation as a skilled and versatile musician, even when the industry struggled to define where he fit, because he blended country, jazz, bluegrass, and more into a style that was entirely his own. Everything changed in 1969 when he became the co-host of Hee Haw, a show that turned him into a household name, bringing music and humor into millions of homes. And while many saw it as light entertainment, for Roy it was a platform that allowed him to connect with audiences in a genuine way. The show ran for decades and made him one of the most recognizable faces in country music, but behind the scenes, his life remained grounded, largely thanks to his wife Barbara, who stayed out of the spotlight and supported him through years of uncertainty long before fame arrived. As his success grew, so did his influence. He became one of the highest-earning country stars of his time, performed across the world, opened his own theater in Branson, and even toured internationally in places few country artists had gone before. Yet despite all the fame, he never fully left behind the quieter parts of himself, the shy boy, the dedicated musician, and the man who found peace away from the spotlight, even flying his own planes and exploring interests far beyond entertainment. When Roy Clark passed away in 2018 at the age of 85, the world remembered the laughter and music, but what came next revealed something deeper. His family discovered a hidden collection of personal items, letters, instruments, notes, and memories stored away, pieces of a life that had never been shared publicly. And what they found was not scandal, but something more powerful. A reminder that Roy was far more complex than his public image. He was a mentor, a friend, a husband, and a man who carried both joy and regret quietly. That discovery did not change his legacy, it strengthened it, because it showed that behind the bright lights and cheerful performances was a real person with depth, emotion, and a story that went far beyond what audiences ever saw. And maybe that is why Roy Clark still matters today, not just for the music he created, but for the humanity he carried throughout his life. If this story gave you a new perspective on Roy Clark, make sure to subscribe to Hollywood Bulletin and press the bell icon for more powerful stories from the hidden side of Hollywood.